Being human.
So we all know about the physical and mental health benefits of time spent in parks, woods, or the beach. But researchers wanted to kind of crack the code of what was the sweet spot, what was the magic number of how much time spent outdoors would optimize your health benefits. And what they discovered was 2 hours in nature is that sweet spot. It's a dose of nature. It will significantly boost your health. And they're hoping that it will eventually become the magic number in the same way that five a day of fruit and vegetables or 150 minutes of exercise a week becomes this official health advice. And so I'm actually going to throw it to Emma Kate here in terms of what do you make of the magic number of 2 hours outdoors in nature has significant health benefits, and how often are you able to get 2 hours of outdoor time?
So disconnecting from the pace of our lives is a must. We have constant buzz and distraction from technology, and, taking time to be present outdoors and sensing all of the wonderful things that you can when you're outside is really peaceful. And it reminds us, it's like a deeper knowledge of we are this very small thing in this majestic and beautiful place that we call our world. And I have personally, so as a lot of our longtime listeners or regular listeners know, I missed quite a few episodes of the podcast because I had a death in my family, and then there was a loss in my fiance's family. And the reality is we have to create space. And so I have actually been spending so much time outside on my porch. And I just will read or, I have the candle, citronella candle. And it has been wonderful. And I really mean that. And so I would actually say I probably, especially in the summer, I will be hitting that every week.
Mm-hmm. So is it 2 hours? It's 2 hours total for the week.
Correct.
That's where you get the effect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
More than 2 hours doesn't add anything.
Mm-hmm.
I do that, and I'm not even outside that much. I mean, between walking the dog and sitting outside and taking the dogs to the dog park and went to a concert recently outdoors and things like that. Absolutely. So yeah, I would like before we were getting into this, I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble because, but
well, you are just for different reasons,
right, for way different reasons.
Yeah.
But no, I would say that, and absolutely, it's kind of like what you said earlier before we were recording, that this is the no duh study of like, yeah, of course, if you're outside more and you're more connected to nature, it's going to be better for your mental health for sure.
Well, and it makes sense to this podcast team that's a no-duh statement, because we all remember parts of our life before social media and technology where, quite honestly, a lot of the younger generation, they don't know any point in their life where technology hasn't been at the center of all forms of entertainment or, decompressing. So this may actually be a little bit of a revelation for some of them. For me, it's challenging living in the South. I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I love cooler temperatures. I love being in the woods or in the mountains. I could spend endless hours in that environment. I hate humidity. I hate humidity. It makes me feel nasty. It makes me feel overheated. I learned early on in college that I suffer from mild heat exhaustion when I tried to play soccer in Southern California versus in the Pacific Northwest. So I've really had to kind of train myself to enjoy being outdoors when there's high heat and high humidity, because I recognize there is something like I have to physically remove myself from a lot of technology or distractions to really maximize unplugging. Otherwise, it becomes 20 minutes off a computer or off television versus a couple hours.
Frank, do you get outside much?
I have been recently, working on my garden, hanging out with the dogs, going to the pool, been taking a lot more walks. So yeah, a little bit of that.
A little bit of that.
Thanks for watching this Being Human segment from the Shrink Tank podcast. To watch the full episode, click here, or to check out previous episodes, click here.